Welcome back. This is part 3. We begin with travels in the universe of the soul. I'm going to share examples of reflections from 2 individuals to their experiences with LSD. Look at how these chemically induced experiences are similar to ecstatic religious experiences like the ones recorded in the Bible and in other cultural and mythic traditions. To be clear, I'm not claiming that religious experiences in any tradition were or were not the results of psychedelic drugs, but reports from psychedelic research show similarities between religious experiences from many traditions and those from the psychedelic experiences that people have had. These experiences happen because a certain set of brain circuits are being lit up by certain neurochemicals. Here's an example of a psychedelic experience taken from the book LSD, My Problem Child by Dr. Albert Hofmann. Dr. Albert Hofmann is the chemist who first synthesized LSD in 1938 through the looking glass. I think it was several minutes before I realized that the light was changing color kaleidoscopically with the different pitches and the musical sounds. Bright reds and yellow in the high register and deep purple in the low. I laughed. I had no idea when it started. I simply knew that it had. I closed my eyes, but the color notes were still there. I was overcome by the remarkable brilliance of the colors. I tried to talk to explain what I was seeing, the vibrant, luminous colors. Somehow words didn't seem important. With my eyes open, the radiant colors flooded the room, folding over on top of one another in rhythm with the music. Suddenly, I was aware that the colors were the music. The discovery, it didn't seem startling. I wanted to find words to talk about the beautiful colored music, but I couldn't. I was reduced to uttering one-syllable words while polysyllabic impressions tumbled through my mind with the speed of light. The sounds were exhilarating. The sights were remarkable. I was completely entranced. I have no idea how long this lasted. Later, I felt myself dissolving into the terrifying abyss. My body was melting in waves into the core of blackness, my awareness stripped of ego and life, and yes, even stripped of death. In one great crystalline instant, I realized that I was immortal, and I asked the question, am I dead? But the question had no meaning. Meaning had no meaning. Meaning was meaningless. Suddenly there was white light and the shimmering beauty of cosmic unity. There was light everywhere, living white light with a clarity beyond description. I was dead and I was born, and the exaltation was pure and holy. My lungs were bursting with the joyful song of being. There was unity in life, and the exquisite love that filled my being was unbounded. I saw God and the devil and all the saints, and I knew the truth. I felt myself flowing into the cosmos. Levitated beyond all restraint, liberated to swim in the blissful radiance of heavenly visions. I wanted to shout and sing miraculous new life. I wanted to sing of the joyous beauty and the whole mad ecstasy of the loveliness beyond my imagination. I knew and understood all there is to know, and I was immortal I was in touch with a part of me that was wise beyond wisdom and capable of love, of all love, of the fundamental life at the center. Every atom of my body and soul had been felt by God. The world was warmth and goodness. There was no place, no time, no me. There was only cosmic harmony. It was all there in the white light. With every fiber of my being, I knew it was so. I embraced enlightenment with complete abandonment. Later, when the experience receded, I longed to hold on to it. I tenaciously fought against the encroachment of the realities of time and place, returning to my awareness. For me, the realities of our limited existence were no longer valid. I had seen ultimate reality. As I was slowly transported back to the tyranny of clocks and schedules and petty hatreds, I tried to talk of my trip, of my enlightenment, the confrontation with terror, rebirth, the eternal beauty of the living light at the center and transcendence of all of it. I must have been babbling like an idiot. My thoughts swirled at a fantastic rate, but the words wouldn't keep pace. My guide smiled knowingly and told me, "I understand." Next video. The following video is from the LSD experiments done by the CIA during the 1950s. This woman is experiencing the ecstatic living light. I suspect that neurologically, religious experiences that are not induced by externally introduced chemicals like LSD are associated with similar neurological pathways, and they light up similar places in our brains. Tune into her energy. The woman was waiting in the cosmic ocean. Fortunately, she was able to let go and enjoy the kaleidoscopic light living around her. At the time, the American public had no idea of psychedelic reality, which makes her experience unusually free of expectations of what she was supposed to experience. So, watch the video with the 1950s LSD lady, and we will catch up with part 4. Thank you for being part of the Silverwolf experience.